Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through the elements. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, love you, and thank you for your support, your comments, your shares, likes, and all that good stuff. And thank you for any donations that have been sent. And I hate that I have not been acknowledging like I used to, but I appreciate you all who take the time to show that you appreciate me in whatever way or means that you feel to do so. All right, y'all, let's get started. Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? Please and thank you. Sorry for the camera shake. I heard shipwreck. Yep. So now I'm just being kind of shown the ship that never made it back to the shore. You know, succumbing to the depths of the ocean. The Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands is showing itself in the pre-shuffle. So we are talking about actions, or I'm hearing it's considerably about actions. Okay. All right, anything else, Spirit? What else do we have? Okay, monsters. Oh, and in the spirit of Halloween, I present to you this beautiful collection of cotton candy, cupcakes, and lollipops, and gumdrops. Yes. All right, anything else, Spirit? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Showing itself in a pre-shuffle. What else do we have, Spirit? All right, I heard games a play, or maybe games a playing, or something like that. Games a play. Okay, so games a play sounds like a dialect sort of thing, like a ethnic games a play. Like the games we play or the games people play, games of play. So if that sounds something familiar in regards to a specific ethnic dialect, then there we are. Could have some island roots. Because, yeah, okay, well, hello. I mean, we did talk about a shipwreck and the ship not making it back to the shoreline. Okay. Okay, you guys, so maybe it's a coincidence, maybe not. We don't believe in coincidences, you know, when we wisen up to the spiritual journey. But, you know, we are talking about trick and treats, not to mention our treat of a backdrop here with the candy reference, right? Y'all, I've been hearing it all day. Ever since I rose this morning, it's going to be a happy Halloween. Okay, that's for somebody or somebody's. But I never wished anyone happy Halloween before, ever. So I don't, okay. I've never said those words or invested in that kind of energy. But this morning, I was told it's going to be a happy Halloween. Okay. Ooh, all right, y'all. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you for the messages. I heard beast mode. So maybe that goes along with the monster reference that came up in the channeling. Y'all, this is definitely giving Halloween vibes. And trust me, it's not intentional at all. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. Let's get into this, y'all. This feels like we're about to walk into a haunted house or something, so we're trying to prepare ourselves because we know that it's something that we anticipated. You know, we knew that, oh, as Halloween approaches, let's get together and maybe find some haunted houses to kind of go into, and we'll get scared a little bit. It'll be fun. So I don't think this is you and I collective walking into the haunted house, but I feel like it's the anticipation of whoever is in the shipwreck energy, the games of playing or something was the reference. The monster, yeah, I feel like they're the ones that are, it may feel like being forced to have to walk into this. You know, it could be like an amusement park energy, and The games we play, y'all. There it is. Amusement park or fairground or something like that. It's almost as if, well, here you are. Like the universe says, you wanted to play games, so let's have some fun. And that's going down, y'all. It's going to be a happy Halloween. All right, we got it. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm hearing that's the kind of entertainment that they were looking for. It was fun and games, right? Messing over people's lives, messing with their destinies is what I just heard. So this is like some serious crafting of abilities and gifts that were being used to manipulate others for their benefit. So whoever these people were, now it's like, okay, so here we are. The day has arrived. Halloween is here, or whatever it was that they called on. It's been laid out for them. All they got to do is just walk in the door, which they're being forced to. I just see someone kind of walking in. Okay, let me show y'all what I'm seeing exactly. It's nighttime, right? So this is like almost as if you really can't see what you're about to walk into, but once this person walks in, it's like their eyes are like, they're looking up at amazement. It's like they're the only ones in this park, like this amusement park or fairground sort of energy, where you have the Ferris wheel, everything's lit up. All the rides are lit up, but they're the only ones walking through. They couldn't see this until they actually walk through. But what it is, it's mesmerizing them even the more, like, ooh, that's the look on their face. But at the same time, they're really like, they're a little afraid, which they should be. But I figured, if they conjured up this sort of energy of excitement and thrill and gameplay, then let's have some fun then. So that was the invitation for them to just come on in, right? Come on into the amusement park. I heard amusement park of terror. So somebody's okay. Listen, I'm hearing all of I don't know if you call them soliloquies, but it's like, well, let's have some fun then. Come along for the ride. But it's like, it's like the scary clown energy. Like it's a clown, but then it's like a clown with these sharp teeth. Like, all right, here we go, y'all. Let's go. Let's get into this. It's like a ticket for one, please. All right, there's a card that flipped over in a deck. I don't know when, but I just put it out on the table. Ooh, man. But look, isn't that them walking into this amusement park of that 10 of Wands? See that? All of that stuff that they're having to carry inside. So maybe it's like if they feel like they can just go in and enjoy themselves, they'll feel better because they're tired of carrying all these wands. So it's like, oh, wow. Now I get to kind of have some fun, kind of, maybe. Because the look on their face, right? They don't know what they do, but they don't. They don't know what they're about to get themselves into with this almost like reaching like the end of you get your reward. This is their reward. This terror amusement park is their reward that they're getting ready to walk into. All right, there's some cards that flew out way over here. I'm just going to pull those down into the camera frame. All right, y'all. Oh my God. So, yeah, because I feel like, I don't know why I'm out of breath, y'all. I feel like I'm taking on both energies here. Because for one collective, we have ourselves who, it's almost as if we're watching through a glass window. Like one of those security, you can't see inside, but whoever's behind the glass can see everything. We're behind the glass, so they can't see us, but we can see them. Oh, wow. I was just told House of Mirrors. Wowzers. How could we not consider the House of Mirrors for a terrorized themed amusement park or fairground or whatever? Because that's what it's given, y'all. Okay, so I have to, I'm taking on the emotions of us possibly having to witness this or view this, or knowing that, we're in on it, but we're not really, kind of thing, because we didn't put those rods together. We didn't ask them to come to the amusement park. This was all set up for our viewing pleasure. You know, so it's like we're supposed to be there to witness this, whatever this is, right? Because it's amusement. It's amusement, unfortunately, on both sides. Not that we're going to get pleasure out of someone's pain, but it's definitely a thrill-seeking energy on whoever is about to walk into this amusement park, because it's you know, they're captivated, number one, and number two, it's like, oh wow, you know, that's the sentiment for them. Now, us watching behind the glass, it's like, oh, you know, we're like this, almost as if like, wow, like we can't really believe what we're actually about to witness or see. Like, we can't believe it because it's as if we know it's coming. I mean, hello, we've been invited to view behind the glass, that the security glass that they cannot see through, to even know that we're a part of this, or we get to witness it or see it. There's something about that, you guys. So I'm taking on both energies right now. Oh my gracious. Y'all, what are we about to get into? Okay. All right, you guys, here we go. So we have the King of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, tell me about this King of Wands reversed. So I heard, uh-oh. You know who said it? You know, okay, so the rapper Mystical, when he used to say, that was like his little tagline, uh-oh, something like that. But you know, when he came on the track, he was just spitting fire. Like, it's just like bullets, zoom, 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 like bullets just ringing, right? Because that was an introduction to what was about to be delivered. So I'm hearing with the King of Wands reverse, uh-oh. But this is the invited guest. This is the attendee to the amusement park of terror. I'm hearing something in reference to like Fantasyland, Disneyland. It's almost as if, okay. Here we are, you guys. So there used to be this thing when they would ask like the football players after they won like this huge playoff game or whatever, what are you going to do now? And the response was, I'm going to go to Disneyland. So I was just shown and I heard that. So what this is telling me with the King of Wands reverse is that this is supposed to be their reward that they've been invited to. At least that's their perception. Like, it's supposed to be some sort of thing thrown in their honor. So you know what this is, guys? This is the reward that they possibly thought that they were going to get. But again, I told you they're showing up to this place and they're the only one in attendance. So you have to kind of think something suspect about that when you walk in and you don't see anybody else there. But it's like just this beautiful, everything's lit up. But I don't see any ride operators. I don't see people kind of behind the scenes, like, you know, checking on stuff. It's like the rides are ready and they're just waiting on this person. As I get the picture, you guys, I am going to present it to you because I feel like even on my end as the viewer, because I told you I'm playing both roles. I'm behind the glass as well. I don't know what's about to happen. Because it's not like I've been here before. I've seen this before. I know how this works. No, I'm viewing just like anybody else who is sitting there waiting for something to happen, but they have no clue or idea. But I'm going to give you both scenarios. That's what I'm already feeling. You're going to get both. Whew. All right. So, King of Wands reverse. What is being presented for you in your honor? The trick or treat, y'all. The trick or treat is heavy right now because it's being painted as a fun time, a fun thrill-seeking time, but it's not that. It's not. You can't tell me otherwise. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and dive in and see what else is here. But that's the underlying energy. Uh-oh. Plain and simple, period, for this King of Wands reverse. All right, y'all. So we have the 10 of Wands. We talked about that, but it just felt like this person they feel like they can put down, you know, all of this that they've been carrying, because they felt like they were headed towards some sort of demise energy, like it was over sort of energy with 10 being completion. But what it looks like now, so it's like somebody going through the desert and they become dehydrated, they start becoming delusional, and then the desert all of a sudden turns into like a land of a fantasy land. That's what this is, y'all. That's what this is. Yo. Wow. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Because I felt like if I didn't say it, I was already feeling like me being behind the security glass, or us, divine, being behind the security glass about to witness something. And we know it's a total kind of setup, but we don't know because we don't know what's about to happen. But something ain't right. You know, they're the only ones kind of walking through, and their eyes are just like, they're like, ooh, you know, looking around with all the rides being lit up. And it definitely looks like a fantasy. But then I said, if I didn't say, I was feeling like it was their perception, not us. I mean, we can totally see that they're kind of walking in, and we could feel like they're like, ooh, you know, captivated. But at the same time, we're like, I don't think you know exactly what this is, because you're like the only one here, is what we're saying behind the glass. So it doesn't really feel like it's a good time. It feels like a setup. But it's like we're going to see or take account of somehow. Yeah. So yeah, so that 10 of Wands is definitely like the man in the desert, but then, you know, he's totally like losing it. So he starts seeing like a painted picture of a false reality around them. All right. Okay, you guys. I'm like, okay, let me keep going. Okay, so which way to go? Which way to go? Let me touch on this card and see. Let's go ahead and reveal this, because it's connected to a 7 of Cups, and y'all already know the 7 of Cups means somebody who's confused. You know, we're talking about that desert land, them walking into this amusement park thinking, oh, I made it, you know? Like, okay, let me turn this card over. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like wherever they are now I'm hearing entrapment. So they were led here by way of a 9 of Pentacles. Now, here's the thing. So not necessarily it being an amusement park, but it could be like this 9 of Pentacles home being led there to find out that, oh no, or uh-oh was the energy with the the King of Wands reverse. Uh-oh. Yeah. Their perception is off. So, of course, they're going to wind up. You know what I heard earlier? And please forgive me. Whoever this is, forgive me for what I'm about to say, but I heard it's almost as if they fell and slipped in some dick. That's what I heard. So that sounds like a trap to me, but as far as gender, I don't know, you know, how to paint that, but, you know, this would have to be sexualized in some way, but we are talking about the King of Wands reverse. So yeah, that pretty much goes together, because these wands are actions. It's about getting things done. But in the reverse, that King of Wands is like out of options. So they're considering like the lowest forms of things to do. Yeah. And whatever this is with the 10 of Wands headed toward the completion, it's like, you know, that they've got plenty of this this energy of this lower vibration King of Wands, whatever actions these are, they've got plenty of those. But they feel like they're reaching a conclusion here, which I did say, but again, they slipped and fell in some dick, is what I heard. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is just, what did I hear just now? I think it was enterprise. So there's some sort of business action here with these wands. And, you know, it being the King of Wands, which is career energy with the wands. Would have to do with, you know, a working class kind of citizen. You know, nothing too exciting in regards to, you know, achievements, but it pays the bills, right? So this Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing the number 16, like a 16-year-old. When I look at that Nine of Pentacles again. Wait, what's 9 and 16? I mean, what's 9 and 7? Oh, is 16. So 16, oh, look at this, y'all, 10 and 6, 16. 16 is definitely significant, definitely. So it could be something in reference to a 16-year-old. Yeah, I was taken back to the channel energy of the shipwreck. So this is giving water, body of water, ocean, depths. It's giving all of that right now for reference energy with this 16. I'm going to say 16-year-old because that's what I saw. That's what it felt like. Someone's age of adolescence. But something, they slipped and fell into whatever this is with the 16-year-old. But that could have been a bait because I just heard bait and switch. That was some kind of bait. But I was telling you guys, they got plenty of this with the Ten of Wands. Whatever the actions were, there's plenty. But they slipped and fell into some sort of bait of a 16-year-old with this Nine of Pentacles. But there's already confusion here. I heard masquerade just now because of that amusement park, the fairground that they're walking into. So it's something that mystified them, that captivated them. You know, the amusement park energy of their lights, of their eyes being widened, and they're, you know, they're the only ones there though. All right, y'all, let me keep going. Let's see. I got a little frontal lobe pressure right now. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna turn this card over. So we have the Strength card here. So when I heard myself say the word strength, I got the image of like a Samson kind of character. But you know, Samson and Delilah, Samson had strength, like powerful strength, physical strength, right? And they were known for their beautiful hair. But when their hair was cut off, they lost all of their power and strength. So what this is boiling down to is this person. They got their, okay, all right. So they've been cut off from their strength, but there's some sort of illusion that they were under with the whole 16-year-old energy, to where they got their strength back. I don't know, y'all. I need to keep going with the energy because Samson didn't come up for no reason at all. But, you know, I don't know the moral to that story, but it just seemed like they lost their power when something physically was taken away from them or cut off. All right, let me see what these cards are here. Yeah, I had to pause just now because I just feel like I'm being consumed, almost like kind of tied into, or being like a pinwheel kind of wound into something. I was getting like vortex energy to technically describe it, and it's like I don't want to go. I don't want to go in there. So maybe that's what I'm picking up, is this person is having to, I heard, suffer. They're having to go through this vortex, and they're trying their hardest not to. I feel like with the strength card here, because that came up like around the strength card energy. So they are trying their best to avoid entering into something, but it's like there's the resistance is not there either. So you're trying to avoid something, but then there's no resistance that's keeping you from going there, right? Yikes. I don't even know what all that means, y'all, but I'm going to keep going. But that would be the amusement park energy. Like, why would you go in? You don't think that's some sort of setup that, but they're mesmerized. But then we talked about them kind of being out of their wits, their sorts, their mind at this time. So it looks like a good time, or, a reward that's just been set up just for them because they're the only ones there. But it's not that. But you can't convince them otherwise. You can't tell them that. All right, y'all. Golly, happy Halloween, huh? Okay, let's talk about this Six of Swords. Let's see what's behind it. We have the Emperor. Spirit, tell me more about this energy with the Emperor. So 16 years, you guys, that's coming up again. So the 16 years could be also a consideration of time, even. Like perhaps this just took 16 years for this vortex to have to present itself in this kind of situation, to where it would mesmerize and captivate this person, because they're at the end of a completion. Like the completion is here. So the vortex energy, but it just took 16 years to possibly like manifest. But this vortex could just be like exclusively for, I'm hearing, a range of individuals. So a range would mean from here to here, or from this to that, like a range, like falling in like a specific bracket. This vortex has been created, and possibly this vortex is here. I want to stay within the theme that we've been in, you guys, which would be like this whole Halloween amusement park, terror, House of Mirrors, all of that kind of stuff. So this could be something that is happening. Well, damn, tomorrow. Well, I heard 7 days, and that's when I went into possibly with the theme. Maybe it's happening tomorrow, but I'm hearing that, it could be within the next 7 days. Well, 1 and 6, that's 7, because we were talking about the theme of 16. So that's just something to offer up as well. So there's some sort of vortex that's open for these individuals who are kind of just walking through the desert, and now they're just starting to see things, apparitions. Not apparitions, but maybe, I mean, I know I said that for a reason, but what I was saying was, going back to the reference of somebody who's dehydrated, they're tired, and now they're seeing things. But the apparitions are basically a technical term for delusion, and possibly people who are seeing things that they think are trying to harm them. I mean, of course, that's very appropriate for the time that we're in right now. Of course. Because I feel like this goes off of the strength of those individuals who have been haunted by our ancestors and the people who love and care about us. Because we don't fight back. We don't throw hands. We're too pretty for that. We're too smart for that. And besides, we don't have to. So, of course, they're seeing things that aren't there. But that's more or less how they received this invitation to come to this place, this amusement park, or wherever they possibly met a 16-year-old. And it was some sort of setup, but this is the vortex energy of they have to show up at this place. They have to. I didn't even get to talk about the Six of Swords and the Emperor just yet, but I'm seeing purple right here. Never called out what the Emperor was wearing or the colors in the card, but definitely this purple is very pertinent right now. I'm hearing control. So there's control all over this situation, but that connected to that Six of Swords lets me know that, yeah, this is, somebody was assigned to this. I heard this chapter, if this is the final chapter, somebody was specifically assigned to this by way of the Emperor. And what that entails is, with the Six of Swords, is that they were sent. They came from another dimension of time for this vortex energy to commence. Or this could be specifically assigned to this position for your person, possibly collective. If you know that somebody was ending some sort of, nearing an ending of a chapter closing in their life, or however that is, I'm thinking, this is it, like a demise sort of energy, right? Fatality. Like, it's something that is undeniable at this point. Not that you're wishing that on them, but this just means you've received confirmation that, they don't have too much longer here. That's who I'm talking to. If this is your quote unquote person, there's somebody specifically in your bloodline, in this Emperor energy, who's been assigned to make sure that this happens. So they've come here. And they could be showing in the physical somehow. I did a reading on this, you guys, about somebody down your bloodline saying, nope, he's mine. I'll come get him. I'll come get him myself. That's what this is. Six of Swords. And they're cloaked, right? I'll come get him myself. So this person has no idea that whoever they're about to interact with to get caught up in whatever this is, this final chapter, they have no idea that this person is a part of your bloodline that they're about to interact with. That's just going to, allow them to go ahead and enter into this vortex energy. Yeah. So I heard the black hole. Is that another word for the abyss? We did talk about shipwrecks earlier in oceans, the depths, and them not being able to make it back to the shoreline. Boom. Y'all, look at the references here in the cards. Yeah. Oh my God, in the channeling, did we not talk about how it was like, oh, so you want to play? Well, let's play, right? The amusement park energy, the captivating, being mesmerized, going through the desert land, and they start becoming like very delusional. They're seeing things that aren't there. But it's the trick or treat energy, you guys. They're being lured into something and they can't resist it. They almost know that it's the end, but for some reason they just cannot resist whatever this is that's calling them. I heard, calling them to their death is what I heard. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you, Spirit, for that, y'all. Golly. All right, I'm gonna show all of these cards because I am most anxious to say, I hope this helps and get on up out of here. Okay. So we have, without rushing, I'm not gonna rush the reading, you guys, but we have the Page of Pentacles reverse. We have the Two of Wands reverse, the Moon card, the Nine of Cups reverse, and then the High Priestess. Okay, because they are hard up, they need any and everything, anything that they can get their hands on that they feel they could use for their advantage because they've been cut off from anything else. So this might just be if they could just get $5 for something to eat, because that's how desperate, how hard up they are. I already, well, the Seven of Cups will confirm, but I already said, you know, them going through the desert land, they're delusional right now. So they're depleted. They're depleted. Page of Pentacles confirms that for me, but it's like they're still willing to do any and everything. King of Wands reverse. They're willing to do anything just to get their hands on a little something because they have to eat. I mean, they have to, whatever it is that they need to do to survive, right? Even though they know the end is near, they still are hungry. Like, that's not going to stop. They still want to eat something, you know? The Two of Wands reverse means that they're going to go ahead and walk through this threshold, you guys. But the Moon card right behind that lets me know there's some things that they don't know about. There's some things that are being kept hidden from them. Moon card energy. But they are going to walk through because they need something, whatever they can get their hands on, whatever this pentacle will represent. Like I said, it could be $5, it could be $2 at this point. They need it. So they're going to go ahead and walk through that threshold. Moon card means, yeah, enter at your own risk is what I'm getting. But, you know, collective, I felt like here we are behind that line, that security glass to where they can't see us. We can see them. We have the insight with the High Priestess card of what's going on here. This is just confirmation. And then the Nine of Cups reverse is like, behind that Moon card, it's like whatever happens in front of the Moon card is none of our never mind, but we're happily taking this seat where we are in this chair that we rightfully have deserved and own now, from having that communication with Spirit and that open-mindedness. You know, I'm hearing that, you know, we weren't persuaded because we didn't have to be persuaded. We weren't in a place to where we were, you know, dried up, or we needed, or, you know, we took, or whatever this energy is, but we're good. Nine of Cups reverse. We got plenty where we are. We're fine. Of course, it wouldn't be without Divine Holy Spirit, Creator Source, our loving ancestors, whoever this is. And the Emperor said, never mind, I'll come get on my damn self. Move out my way. Emperor, Six of Swords. Golly. And we're going to have intel to know everything that's going down. High Priestess energy behind the security glass wall that we're having the viewing pleasure of what's about to go down here. I almost got a lookout, you know, as in regards to like your dreams, like not a warning, because I don't want it to seem like it's something that's going to scare you. I just feel it's more or less like the powerful confirmation coming by way of dream state. But at the same time, it's like a gift. At the same moment this information comes through, it's like the exercising of a new gift that you didn't even know you had, because it's just now being presented to you in this way, to where you're going to see or have the ability to know what's going on at the final stages here. I'm hearing it could be auditory as well. You might just all of a sudden hear this person yell your name or scream your name or something. You'll hear it, and that'll be your confirmation, like, oh my God. So that would be a gift, clairaudience in itself. But it'll be presented in this way, to where you'll say, oh shoot, I'm clairaudient. That this is your gift. This is the gift to you. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I got a few more cards up here, y'all. Golly. That's crazy. Like, I can't even dissect what I just said. I'm going to just keep going. Okay, so these cards flew all the way up. Not, I'm being dramatic, but they were up here, so I had to move them down. But just the significance of, they were like trying to get out the way or whatever. Or they didn't want any parts of this. But we have the Queen of Wands reverse. That's the counterpart to the King of Wands reverse. Go figure, y'all. They don't want nothing to do with what this King of Wands is about to go through, because possibly they have better insight than this King of Wands about what's really about to happen, because they've been here before. Because I made that clear that, you know, you and I collective sitting behind this glass, the security glass, to where they can't see us, but we could see them. It's like, we don't even know what to expect here. We've never been here before to have to, you know, take an account or witness what's about to happen. This is like our first time going through this. This Queen of Wands could tell another story. She knows what's about to happen, but she was trying to exclude herself of this, but she can't. She's tied to them by way of a commitment with the King of Wands and Queen of Wands reference. There's a commitment there, and they're both in the same reverse position of order. So they're both going to get this, but the Queen of Wands reverse might have to deal with this after the fact, because it feels like the King of Wands may be the first to go down. And then the Queen of Wands is going to follow. So y'all take that as y'all may. Okay, especially if you know that if this King of Wands is coupled up with a witch, like an evil witch, a dark magic spell casting witch, then yeah. Let's see what's going on behind the Queen of Wands. Y'all, wait, I'm being led to pause and get a visual of this Queen of Wands. Because I'm here, no. You know, like from TikTok, no. Where'd that come from? The guy, he was about to bungee jump, and he was like, let me tell you something. This is the Queen of Wands. She knows what's coming, but she's trying to prolong it. That's why I said the energy, these cards were way up here. She's trying to separate herself from this energy. Okay. Behind the Queen of Wands reverse, we have the World card. I mean, she knows it has to be this way. You know, there was some sort of commitment that was, obviously there's a commitment, but it could be by way of marriage. Maybe they got married. Maybe they're husband and wife, but there's some sort of commitment here of a full circle to where they had to come together. But, you know, again, I don't want to say again, but the vortex energy just showed itself again to me. So they have to go together, y'all. That's what I'm getting. They have to go together. This is going to be together. Let's see what else is behind the World card. So there is something about, it's not, okay, so what I received was, it's not one of those things so where the spouse passes away and then 5 years later, you know, the widower or the widow, or whoever, the widower passes away. This isn't that. I'm hearing in a matter of days. So it's like one's going to fall by way of the King of Wands first, and then the Queen is right after. It could be an incident to where, okay, so not to get too graphic on y'all, but this is what I'm getting. It could be one of those things to where, you know, whatever it is. Okay, so we'll say it like this. A fire. But there's one who is in critical condition and one who's already passed. The one who's in critical condition, because it was meant for them to go, you know, possibly around the same time, because if it were like a fire, this was to get rid of both of them, right? but then one kind of, you know, pulls through, sort of, kind of, but, you know, days later they end up going. That's what I got. Oh my goodness. Behind the World card, y'all, we have the Two of Swords reverse. So yeah, this is a decision that's being made without any clarity. I'm hearing it don't even matter, because the Two of Swords would just mean somebody doesn't have as much information that they need to confidently make a decision, like a sound decision. In the reverse, it means they really have nothing to go off of here, but this decision is being made. Oh, yikes. So I heard house fire and then I heard spark. So a spark could be like electrical. Spark, it could just mean something igniting. Because where I'm at is like, was this planned? You know, that's where I am as the reader. Was this planned, or, you know, was it a malfunction? Definitely it's feeling like some sort of house fire or a car fire, like a fire, like a car, you know, a fire in the engine, or uh-oh. A body in the car, y'all, and the car is ignited by way of like a spark, and like the like a spark plug sort of thing. That's what I'm getting. But perhaps something goes wrong to where whoever's trying to, you know, set this intentional fire with the body in the car, they end up electrocuting themselves, or that spark or something happens and burns them, like gives them these terrible, like they get caught in the explosion. Right. I say right, like I'm confirming with myself. No, I mean, well, okay, whatever. So yeah. Okay, behind the Two of Swords reverse, we have the Page of Swords. So I feel like the Page of Swords reverse has to do with, you know, when it comes to like questioning, if it gets that far. But it looks like they're, oh, okay. So that's what the Two of Swords was, the decision of not having a lot to go off of, because, you know, say the one who survived but is in critical condition, they can't really speak, or, you know, they're not in a position or a condition to be able to give like a statement of like what happened. So then it's like, I feel like some conclusions have to be drawn here, but at the same time with the Page of Swords reverse, it feels like whatever they are getting, it's like this person's like shaking their head no, is what I'm seeing. They're like, their head is bandaged up while they're laying in the hospital bed, like bandages everywhere. So this sounds like burns, like they are going to get like a lot of burns on their body. But I feel like whatever's happening is that still on their deathbed, they're not being honest and truthful about what happened here in this situation, as to, you know, how did the body, you know, because that, you know, an investigator would have like a lot of questions, like, you know, they're going to want to know, was the person already deceased before the car blew up in the flames? You know, they're going to have some questions here, but there's only one account here, and that one account is in like this serious critical condition. But like I said earlier, I feel like they're just going to end up passing away anyway. All right, y'all, do we need clarifiers on this, or no? I don't feel like we do need clarifiers, at least not these. Not these. How about these? The kippers? Clarifies? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the kippers. Because I was just thinking before I started reading, I said, well, I never really used this deck, but today seems appropriate. So Spirit, please clarify the energy on the table. Let the cards fall as they may. And I'm being told to let you all know that it doesn't necessarily have to be a fire of a car explosion or whatever that was, the energy. But it is something that's going to basically, you know, two for one these right here. Yeah. 2 for the price of 1. Y'all, let me hurry up and get out of this. The references are crazy right now behind the scenes. Like, I'm not even saying out loud. Yeah. All right. So these are like funeral flowers. I feel like these are irises or something like that. But the card itself in the Lenormand guidebook, the deck, it does represent, like with the stained glass behind here, that this is like a funeral sort of energy, like peace or peace be with you sort of thing. But, you know, that's significant for definitely someone being laid to rest. And yeah, so on top of the Queen of Wands reverse, we have the Sun card reverse. So it's not going to be a happy occasion here. We have this, this, what do we, this could be like a karmic masculine energy. It was upside down, but I feel like this would all have to do with this Queen of Wands having to explain themselves at the end, but they'll be in critical condition. But it was all behind this King of Wands because the King of Wands possibly was already deceased in the car before the car took a fire. And, you know, that's what's going on. But it was behind a man, this King of Wands. We have the Snake card in the reverse. So this is a trap, y'all, but this is your people coming through in the flesh. They said, I'll come down, let me handle it. So whatever the trap, the lure was here, I feel like it just had to be in the form of the representation of, you know, I'm a snake, but not really. You can trust me, but really I'm a snake, right? The same energy that this King of Wands reverse gave out, you know, your people are coming down from, the 5th dimension, whatever dimension that they're in, along your bloodline. They're coming down and disguising themselves. Snake card energy. But it's for your benefit, collective. Above this, we have the Dog card. This just stands for me as loyalty. And then this card right here, I can't remember the name of this particular knife, but the sentiment behind this card is that it comes in quick and sharp. So there you have it. I hope this helps. And happy Halloween.